Hello there, fellow captains. This is Connor, and this will be Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. And the race I'm playing as in this particular battle are the Great Dawi, led by Grombrindal, the White Dwarf, one of the ancestors, or, well, believed to be one of the ancestors. We don't really know. But yes, I'm playing as the dwarves just for a quick video where I just want to have a chat. Just record something because the last week has been pretty hectic for personal reasons to do with family. But finally I'm able to sit down, download the latest patch, get the Mortal Empires, install a few mods, and have a new campaign as the dwarves, because the Great Dawi, or dwarves in the Warhammer universe, as well as Tolkien or many fantasy universes, are probably my favourites. Fantasy race, more because they really do promote a playstyle that I'm really fond of, which is, I'm trying to get 4 ranks here. They promote a playstyle where you have very heavy infantry, and that heavy infantry is supported by, ranged support, as well as in some cases heavy artillery, which is the case with this army I have at the moment. So let's set it up. Now this is a fairly easy battle. I say that there after not having fought it yet, but who I'm fighting is Grimgor Ironhide, the leader of the orcs and probably the hardest orc war boss ever to come out of the Badlands in the Warhammer universe, or in Warhammer altogether. Where is he? I was about to say, where is he hiding? But Grimgor isn't the type of orc to hide anywhere. There he is there. I'll Grimgor. Look at the size of that boy. Oh, he's a lot, alright. Black orc. And a big one too. And he's being escorted by his personal retinue. The Immortals. Well, it's a Black Guard unit, but he gets a special banner that increases their stats, making them pretty much into the Immortals from the board game on the lore. So I am going to be spending a bit of time here setting up my formation, which isn't really necessary because this battle's really already over. So what happened in the campaign, I'm only a few turns in, about 20 turns in I'd say, and I've been conquering the northern world edge mountain regions, and Grimgor has just come out of nowhere from the south and just started conquering my territory, as well as territory of my allies along the borders of the, well, border princes. So I'm just going to get these guys into formation. This is the one part I really enjoy about Total War games. It's just getting my troops lined up and into formation. I just love it. And have I got those guys in lines of 5? I have. It's too late now, but no need to fret about that. No need to be too anal. So there's my line of dwarves. Warrior set up. And guard, because I don't want just chasing anybody. I want just to hold the bloody line till the end of days. Going to get my dwarven crossbowmen set up behind them. I really do want the Thunderers. They get gunpowder weapons like muskets, blunderbuss, those type of weapons, but I haven't yet got far enough into the research tree to unlock them. Grombrindal starts off with some iron drakes as well as some gyrocopters. I think he also started off with a unit of miners with blasting charges, but I lost them fighting off Grimgor, who took out 2 of my settlements, and I just replenished my numbers here. I mean, I haven't fully replenished my warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which are a unit of renown for the Dwarven warriors, but regardless, I'll not be too unhappy, I'm sure. So I'm going to try and put these guys up front. They're iron drakes. They fire like napalm at the enemy out of these massive 3 flamethrower cannons, and it's pretty damn epic. And I do have 3 units of grudge thrower. I thought before the battle that I had actually recruited the unit of renown grudge throwers, but it obviously appears that I didn't do that. Derp. And we'll keep them in a sort of almost 2-line formation, just so the their projectiles are more focused on closer formations. And what have I got here? There are the miners with the blasting charges, so we'll put them up here in the center. And you might also be wondering, why have I got so many units per unit? So many soldiers or infantrymen per unit. It's because I'm using the mod that increases the unit sizes by up to 200% for some factions. I mean, the dwarves are a race in Warhammer that are dwindling since a great war that took place thousands of years ago, I believe, or hundreds, I'm not sure. But yeah, factions like the Greenskins, the Skaven, Skinks on the Lizardmen sides, they have a lot more units in their little hordes. So they can have up to 300, 250, that type of thing, which is pretty nice. We've got my gyrocopters. I want to keep them on the flank. I'm going to want them to go ahead with a bombing run. And I have these like ballista, which are really good at taking down monsters. Large units like, let's say, dragons, giants, chaos, demons, that type of thing. But I really don't trust them unless I've got them placed on a hill. Or, yeah, if I got them placed on a hill, really, or in the front ranks, because they tend to do quite a bit of friendly damage firing towards their target. So they're going to come off fire at will. And where's Grombrindal? There he is there. Get him up here. He'll be charging through to the front line to take on the brunt of the Orcish charge. Right, I think we're good to go. Let's start the battle. Now you'll notice that none of the Grimgore's units are, well, a couple of them are actually at full health. The Immortals being one of them. Well, almost. 153 out of 160, which isn't too bad. Oh, and here come the Grudge Throwers. Oh, look at that. I'm really liking this mine map here, the underway map as well. It's not too light. A lot of the underway maps, as well as a lot of the Dwarven Karaks. Got air quotations there for Karaks as well, because they're not really, are really, really bright. Excruciatingly bright for something that's supposed to be in a cave. And for areas you can't see any source of light, are pretty damn well lit. So I like this one with the god rays coming down through the crevices and the cracks here in the mountain itself. And the orcs don't really have an idea of what they're doing here. Some of them are already shattered, but are they goblins? Obviously. Never ever go with goblins in my army when I'm playing as the orcs. And there are the Iron Drakes. Is that not epic? Pull back, Iron Drakes. You're too expensive. And you're too slow. By the look of things. Oh no, no blasting charges, stop! What have I done? Well, they're righted, but I also took down half of my own guys. I think. Which ones are these? Yeah, I took down about 46 of them. I mean, look at that, that's an impenetrable defense. Short, stout, angry men with beards, shouting profanity at you in a foreign language. Nothing more terrifying than that. I also have my little gyrocopters. Let's use them to take down this spider riders or wolf riders. Well, there's some sort of missile troop. Yeah, they're... Oh, the mangy marauders. Okay. Unit of renown for the orcs. Let's bring our gyrocopters in and use them to fire on them. They have like an explosive projectile that they fire, which is pretty cool. And that was a victory. I'd say that the majority of casualties are, well, from friendly fire. I mean, the dwarves have some pretty damn heavy damage units. Like the iron. Look at the amount of blood on these guys. Holy crap. The blood and gore can be a bit ridiculous, but, well, it looks cool. And of course, the grudge throwers are still firing. I mean, look at the mass of corpses of the green skin horde led by Grimgore, who thought he was going to have an easy time coming up and attacking our mountain homes. It would appear not, Grimgore. It would appear not. So let's see how many I lost. I wish there was a way to check friendly fire. I'm not sure if there is or not, but it would appear not. I mean, look, just for instance, these Dwarven warriors never get into combat because they don't have any kills. Well, technically, I suppose you could say they were in combat. Just because they didn't get into melee combat doesn't mean they weren't in combat. But you see, they've lost about a quarter, almost a third of their company, which is ridiculous. And where are the Handrakes only killed 3? Well, 3 of the enemy at least. How many of my men did they kill? The blasting charges miners killed a lot more. Which unit killed the most? I'm assuming, yeah, grudge throwers. Holy crap. This one unit of grudge throwers took out 558 units. Now that's insane. He attacked with, he attacked with less than me. A dawi army. Well, I said dawi, which is just what the dwarves call themselves. It's their name in their tongue. But the dwarves, as I said at the start, are a very, very low population at the moment. They've got a very, very low population. Considering what they used to have. But, yeah. Usually it's like 1 dwarf to every 4 orcs or something. So they are a very hardy, very tough army. Very, very melee heavy. And just using heavy lines of infantry to take the brunt of the charge, while the artillery support and the range support clean up the rest of the troops, the enemy troops at the back, allowing the melee infantry to push forward. That's something I would love for the Total War Warscape engine to be able to pull off. Is, you know how in like I know it's taking a long time to load, by the way. I don't have an SSD. I have a HDD, which allows the game to run smoother in game, but the loading times are a bit longer. I'm sorry to say. Oh, Grimgore died. Didn't get a single kill. Oh, that's not the real Grimgore Ironhead. Not at all. Especially when goblins got more kill than him. That's not right. But it would be nice if in the Total War games, you know how if you have like in Total War Rome 2 or something, or even in the first Rome, you had a phalanx of pikemen, or even just hoplites. It would be nice if you could march them forward step by step, push the enemy back. So they take 1 step, push the enemy back a little bit, and over time gradually push them back, breaking them as they go. But I just don't think the Warscape engine is capable of pulling that off. I think it's fairly outdated at this point. We've been using it since not Napoleon Empire, well, and Napoleon. So it's been in use for a good quite a few years now. It's about time we got a new engine, but yeah, what with another expansion pack, or well, Creative Assembly are calling it a standalone game at full price. Total War Warhammer 3 coming out with the same engine. It's going to have to use the same engine just so it can be compatible with these 2 versions, as well as, you know, the units and factions therein. So it's not likely we're going to see any Warhammer Fantasy games with the new engine, which is sad. If there's a new engine, which I really want to see. So we're increasing leadership here. There are a lot of vampire accounts have attacked Zufbar. Of course, I'm going to ally on Zufbar's side. No dirty undead sons of bitches gonna take out my ally. That's my job. I want their mines, I want their riches, and I want everything belonging to them. Come on. And because you now have Lustria, Ulthuan, the old world, the majority of the Warhammer world in this game at this point, the loading times on the end of turns can be pretty painful. So I'd advise putting something on. If you have a second monitor, put something on the second monitor. At the moment I'm watching Star Trek The Next Generation again for like the 5th time. Move any character to the following region. Armor of Glimmeral Scales. Ooh. And Grimgore. Hold on. So what does Grimgore actually hold? So he holds the Stone Main Tower. From what I can see, he holds, well, Black Crag, the starting position, as well as Barag Dawa's Bog. So why did he... I would have assumed that if he was pushing up north to try and take me out, I mean, fairly early into the game, he would have taken Carrick Drone as well, just as like a staging point. What needs it? Hold on, let me just check what the difficulty's on. I know whenever you go into the settings at the start of a new campaign, you can pick hard, very hard, whatever. But I'm not sure if it actually carries over into the battle difficulty. No, it doesn't, damn it. Regardless, that last battle was won anyway, just with the amount of artillery I had smashing them from the start. He can't get a reduce in upkeep, can he? No, he doesn't have the second tier. Let's just get that. Don't have a decent enough weapon yet to warrant Woundmaker. Yeah, we'll do that. Just open up a new tier. And let's march onward to the ambush at the Thundering Falls, So another excruciating end turn to go. Although it isn't really as bad as I thought it was going to be. But, well, it's a total war game. The more factions you have, the larger the map. Then, of course, the longer the... so who has declared war? The Crooked Moon mutinous gets. That's funny for goblins because they're always trying to stab each other in the back for stupidest of reasons. So... yeah, another thing that's really bothering me is that we're 2 games in and these sieges are still shit. I'm waiting for modders to release the Galactic Grand Campaign, or Galactic, the Grand Campaign siege maps, just so I can have some sort of enjoyment in the sieges. I'm not really sure how you would even balance a Dwarven Karak in a Total War game, because these things were ridiculous. I want to see if I can get a decent image of what a Dwarven Karak looked like. Some official art or something. But I mean, they were insane. You'd be lucky to even touch the wall, never mind get behind it if you were the attacker. I mean, the dwarves were just specialists and masters of defense. Okay. I do want to play as the vampire count, but I find the lack of ranged units really, really annoying. I have had quite a few long campaigns. I never ever finish games in this here. I always get to a point where I just get bored. Yeah. Why not? Pillars of Grugni. No, I'll upgrade Karazakarak. Because I need to. Pillars of Grugni. You're fine. But Mount Squighorn, you need some sort of garrison reinforcement. Alright, let's head over to this ambush at the Thundering Falls. Please don't tell me it's going to take another turn. Seriously? Come on. Alright, what's happening here? Is that the mutinous gets here with the blue flag? The dwarves of Barak-Var are somewhat holding their own. I mean, they haven't been able to take Barag Dawa's bag, but I mean, this is just where orcs pour from through the entire game if you don't take them down quickly. I mean, look, we've got 1, 2 Grimgores over here. That's 3. The Crooked Moon, or I forget what you call them, down here. The Savage Orcs over into the west. So you've got a pain in the ass amount of forces to deal with. And this should be fairly easy, but I can't auto-resolve because quest battle. So let's load it up and begin the setting up of the army all over again. So who is this guy? Knob Nails Backbiter. Knob Nails? I mean, Knob in Orc speak. Greenskin. I was about to say custom. Means something else, but Knob Nails. It's like his fingers just have like cocks on the end of each finger. Oh my god, that'd be horrible at the end of each toe. Run around with cocks on your feet and your fingers. Oh god. That would be an interesting X-Man. You got Wolverine with his adamantium claws. Then you've got cock fingers. You don't want to get him too angry. He might get excited and an accident might occur. Oh god, no. Don't even think about that. I already kind of have. Oh. Nope, ain't got time for that. I want to kill something. And if I remember correctly, I want to be attacked by trolls from the rear. So I'll take my ballista. And I'll set them up. Like so. Take down those dirty trolls. You can't upset me. I've been on YouTube too long, you damn dirty trolls. Okay. Ah, that's not... Oh, I always get really anal about the same amount of dwarves being in each rank. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. I think. I hope. Yeah, that should do. For the moment, anyway. Grudge throwers line up. There we go. Just in a little tight formation there for maximum dispersal damage. Where are you? Yeah, quarrelers. Bring these guys up front. And not up front because that would be silly. Because of how the units get blobbed together when I'm trying to get them to fall back. I mean, that would be something that these little gaps could be useful for. I mean, just the line, like, let's say you have the quarrelers or the archers in front. You tell them to fall back. They'll, like, split into two groups of two and just run through these little gaps in the formation and the formation locks. That might be too complicated for a game. I mean, but it's too much to ask for, I know, but I just want a decent Total War game. We haven't had one in years. I mean, these are somewhat okay, but honestly, when you played Medieval 2 and Shogun 2, as well as, let's see, Rome 1, Napoleon wasn't that bad either. You kind of feel let down, and like you're not being given the full picture or product that you've been paying for. I mean, I didn't put all of the quarrelers there. No, I didn't. I meant to save some for here, because I'm going to be attacked by trolls, by cave trolls. So I'll need to hold somebody back. I'm going to keep my what do you call them? Dragonfire past Dwarven Warrior veterans back for that. I'm going to bring Grombrindal up here. There you go, toots. And I think we're good to go. So the way... Oh, I forgot. So the way this works is I believe they send troops... Hold on, I'm fairly... push forward. Oh, I'm fairly push forward here. I'm not sure I like that. But I believe after this initial attack force, they send some down this. Yep, there they are. Before I even needed to say anything. So they're already attempting to flank. But they're just goblins. Goblins ain't no threat. Where is that goblin thrower? I need to get that taken down as quickly as possible. No Doom Davers are going to wreck my army. Who's withdrawn already? Baron Drakes fall back. Allow the Dwarven Warriors to take them down. All Dwarven Warriors hold your... Hold on, what the fuck? What took them down? Is there any goblin corpse? What took them down? So many of them as well. Alright, bombing run. Bombs away. Take these guys down now, please. Oh, we've got some allies coming in as well. Right. You guys can fire it well. Get back into formation. Now that one of our units is routed, we'll need to spread out a little bit more, dudes, and fill the gap in our formation. Now, if I lose brave dawi citizens and warriors here, I don't care, as long as I get this bloody quest mission over and done with. I don't care. I've done it I don't know how many times. Okay, all seems good. Grudge thrower still racking everything. And where are these damn trolls? Oh no, you guys are way too close. To the out of bounds zone. Get back. I want you to at least have a chance of taking down the trolls. At least I think there are trolls coming in. I hope there are trolls. Otherwise I'm going to look like a fruitcake. These grudge throwers are insane, look at them. Oh, yep, beware monstrous foes attack from the rear. Fire at will! Did that one have like an arrow in its head? It did! And its neck. Massacre! So I don't even know what to do. That's more down to the AI being terrible, but I like to believe it's just shock and awe in action. So there you go, guys. Just thought I'd record some of this just for the lulz, just for the fun, because I'm enjoying Mortal Empires. And these trolls still aren't fucking moving even when they're routing. Have I broke them? Well, they're routing, obviously, they've been broken, but I think I broke them in the sense that they're actually not moving whatsoever. Okay, that was fun. More Dreadnought, more Fractured Space to come in the next couple of days. There's a couple of Halloween events. Well, at least I know there's a Halloween event going on in Fractured Space. Dreadnought, I'm not so sure about, but I'll have a look and see what's going on. You guys enjoy whatever it is you're playing, whether it be in, I don't know, the old world or otherwise. And of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.